Hello, this is Kevin Smullin with 2Q Lead Generation Strategies, just bringing you another training video. And as always, grateful for your support. If you are new here, make sure you click on the subscribe button below. That is going to be one of the best ways for you to get notifications and new information every time we release one of these training videos. And hopefully you're going to find a lot of value and see that they work. That's always the most important part. So today what we're going to be talking about is the #1 reason why online real estate leads don't convert and 3 different strategies to fix it. So just to kind of give you a little context, let me give you a little background. So this last week I was talking with a real estate agent, and we were sitting down having a consultation. They wanted to find out more about my services. And when I told them what I did and how it works and what the costs were, they were shocked because it was super cheap compared to what they were doing. So these particular agents had bought into a lead generation service where they were spending, I kid you not, $4,000 per month. That's what they were spending, was $4,000 a month. So that kind of surprised me. I asked them how it had been going, and they've been doing it for about a month so far. And they said that they had received about 80 leads. Now, those 80 leads, I already knew what was going to happen. So I asked the important question, which is how many of those turned into real tangible business? How many of them, even if it hadn't turned into business yet, because, 3 weeks is not enough time for them to find a property, get it under contract, close, and have tangible results from it. But the question was, how many are you actively working with, following up, showing homes with? And do you want to know what the answer was? 0, none of them. And I kind of expected that. And so they were quite frustrated. They've been doing tons of follow-up. Obviously, most people aren't returning their phone calls, and they want to know why these leads aren't converting and what I'm going to do to be different. And so that is really the context of today's video. Far too many people put way too much emphasis on how many leads they're generating, and I want to show you why it's so important. This is the #1 reason why, from my opinion, to a large extent, the number of leads that you generate isn't really that relevant. Because in most cases, if you're focused on generating a quantity of leads, generally the quality is extremely low. So the #1 reason why more leads don't convert is because when you do your own lead generation or you go to a service and you purchase leads, in almost all cases, the leads that you are generating or purchasing are cold leads. The secret to leads that convert happens before the lead is ever even generated. It has very little to do with the lead generation itself. Frankly, generating a lead is very simple. Most of my clients, I teach generating leads from cold strategies as well, just simply because sometimes people just need to get some volume, right? But the problem with cold leads is those people don't know you, they don't trust you, and most of them are not ready to do business today anyway. And so if all you're doing is focusing on a cold lead, chances are what you're going to find is people that don't want to talk to you, people that aren't ready today, and people that even if they are ready, you're not the one that they're going to trust because they don't know you yet. And so this is one of the big weaknesses that all lead generation companies have, is that the leads that they're generating for all intents and purposes are cold. And what I mean by that is it's not based on a relationship. These people don't know you, you don't know them. And so it just makes it very, very difficult to generate leads in business that way. So the major difference is I want to teach you and show you how to generate leads from warm audiences. Because when you generate leads from people that you know, there's already some level of a relationship there. This is where you start to see conversion rates be more like 30, 40, 50, 60%. Because they know you already. They trust you, they like you. And this is your competitive advantage. So I would tell you to stop chasing after cold leads and start focusing all of your efforts on generating warm ones. And so I'm going to show you today 3 different strategies to generate leads from warm audiences. So obviously we're talking about audiences, people that already know you, like you, trust you. And so let me share my screen here and we will get into this. Now, obviously our first source of generating leads of people that know you, like you, trust you are based on people that you already have a relationship with. So what you're looking at, this is a screenshot of my Facebook page. And I'm just going to show you with this one because because I'm an admin, and so I get certain views and rights on this page. But up here, so this is my Facebook page, and you'll notice over here on the right hand column there's this section called Community, where you can invite your friends to like this page. Now, I know tons of people that do this. Many of you are probably already inviting your friends to like this page. But the biggest difference is when you're inviting your friends to like a page, most of you invite them to like the page, and then you start running, you'll start posting stuff on your page, and you wonder why those people aren't seeing it. Well, Facebook limits how many of those people actually see what you're posting. And so if you were to have, let's say, 1,000 of your friends come and like your page, which sounds really awesome, if you were to post something, statistically 2 to 6.5% of those people will actually see it. Meaning if you had 1,000 followers and you posted something and you didn't run an ad and didn't do anything else, statistically 20 to 65 of those people would actually see it. And so that's why just coming and clicking on this and inviting people, it's a good first step, but it doesn't fix things in and of itself, right? So that's just one piece of it, but the more important piece is here in the audience section. When you're running an ad, this is the secret, is you want to come down here and run an ad to people who like your page. Because if you're running an ad to those people, now your friends, your family, your sphere of influence, those people are going to see it, and that becomes way more powerful. So this is one strategy of marketing to your friends, to your family, being able to run ads directly to them that makes sense. The other way that we can do what we're talking about running ads to people that are your friends and family is inside the audiences section on Facebook. You can create a custom audience, and that custom audience can be a list of people that you upload. So if you have a spreadsheet of your past clients, of your sphere of influence, of any of those things, you can just take that spreadsheet, you can upload it, and again, the beauty of this is you can run ads directly to these people. And so, if let's say you've uploaded, 500 people, right? Usually being able to run an ad to target 500 people on Facebook, it's going to be really inexpensive. You're probably going to be able to run that ad and get it in front of people, of all 500 of those people, probably in the neighborhood of about $3 to $10, just depending on how much money you wanted to throw at it. But it's going to be very inexpensive to reach that many people. So uploading a list, marketing to your past clients, your sphere of influence, this is the first strategy and how we do that. The second strategy for generating leads from a warm audience, this is more of a medium to long-term strategy, but that is through creating a geographic farm. So having a geographic farm is where the objective is to position you as the real estate expert in a specific community. And so it's a very similar concept. What we do is we just go into Facebook and we do the same thing. So let's say that I live in but let's say that we live in San Diego and I want to set up a farm in San Diego. So what I would do is I would come in and I would say, yeah, that area looks good. Let's say I know what that area is. I really have no clue, but let's say that I do. And so with that spot that I've now dropped on, I'm going to move it down to a 1 mile radius. So now I am focusing on this area. You can see over here on Facebook, it's telling me that that's an audience of 66,000 people. That's probably a lot. So I would come in and narrow it down, people in their high 20s, high 20s and up. Now I just cut 19,000 people. I could do some other trimming, but the point is having an audience of people that you consistently market to. See, if people are seeing your information over and over and over again, it just makes it so that you become the trusted name. See, now if I generate a lead from this group of people as I'm running ads to them and giving them information about what's going on in the market, as I become that trusted advisor, now any leads that I generate, there's already name recognition. They already know who I am. They're more likely to trust me. And again, these are the leads that my clients are seeing showings. They're seeing appointments being set. They're going out and picking up new clients. It's not coming from a cold audience. It's coming from people that they're constantly building relationships with. So this is the second way of fixing that strategy, generating leads from a warm audience, is by having a geographic farm and marketing to them specifically. The third way, and this is kind of one of those super cool things that Facebook does because it's an unfair advantage. And that is also through the custom audiences. I can create a custom audience based on people that have been engaging with my Facebook page. So one of the ones that I talk about a lot is videos. So I can create an audience of people that have watched a video. So let's say with the farming strategy that we just talked about, let's say that I've put out a farm or a video talking about market statistics and what's going on in the area that's, days on the market, average sales price, all of those things. And people have been watching that video. I can come in and tell Facebook, I want you to create a list of people that have watched 50% of that video. Right? Because if they've watched 50% of that video, chances are they're probably a pretty good prospect for me, right? That's about the only reason that they would be watching that video. So I can run ads specifically to people that have already seen my stuff. And again, think about how powerful that is, that if I'm running ads to people that have already seen my stuff, see, I know if they're watching a video about what's going on in the market, they probably want, or they're thinking about selling and they're curious about the value of their home. So I can put an ad in front of them that says, hey, are you curious about the value of your home? Click here. And that becomes a way to also generate leads from this audience that have already seen me. They've already seen my stuff. They've been following me for however long it's been. And again, when you start generating leads in this way from the past clients, from your Geographic Farm, from retargeting people that have already engaged with your ads and your content, this is where you start to not only generate leads, but you're generating leads, and this is the big difference, from a warm audience. And that's where you start generating transactions. So again, the whole point of this video is I want to let you know that leads from cold sources have a very low conversion rate. Statistically, 1 to 3% is what that conversion rate is. And people just get frustrated. They don't realize why they're spending so much time and so much money and so much effort for leads that aren't converting, especially when people are spending thousands of dollars every single month. Again, change your focus. Start working on generating leads from a warm audience, and you'll notice conversion rates start getting to 30, 40, 50, 60%, again, because they know you, like you, trust you, and that's where people do business. So again, if you've liked this video, again, just click down below, give us a like, make sure you subscribe. That's one of the best ways for you to continue to get these valuable videos, things that will help you market your business and, more importantly, get you results, bring in transactions. So as always, thanks for being here, and we will catch you on the next video. Take care.